Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your girl, Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit the notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Woo! All right, guys. I was running a little bit, so sorry. We're going to be going over the latest episode of Snowfall, season 6, episode number 9, and that is called Sacrifice. And what a sacrifice it was. Sorry, you guys are going to hear my ice machine in the back, but it's all good. All right. So, hey, Rashonda Greer and everybody else that's coming in. Hey. All right. So, guys, yes, if you're here, then you've seen Snowfall, you watched it. I would suggest that if you have not seen it yet, then please click off because I'm going to start spoiling things so fast that it's not even funny. All right. But first, maybe I'll take some time because I'm very excited, first of all, that a character has died. I thought they were going to drag it out, but they didn't. They did, but they didn't. Okay. And we're going to talk a little bit about that as well, why I do appreciate the drag out. I was hoping that they weren't going to drag it out until like next week's episode. They still got rid of them. But oh man, was I happy that it was not like we were waiting until next week's episode. Oh my gosh. Salute to Play is for Keeps. Thank you. And salute to Sissy, okay? The MVP of the episode. What up, DeMarcus and Joshua Wayne? MVP, okay? But we're going to get into that. But first, guys, let's talk a little bit about how the episode started off, which it was with Louie, and she's packing her bags. This was a scratch in my head moment for me, guys, because I don't recall knowing that she was on her way out of town for whatever reason. You guys probably remember, but I don't right now. She was on her way out of town. She was leaving. Okay. She's probably going somewhere with a friend or another house. I don't know, but whatever, right? She's leaving and she receives a page from Franklin as she's on her way out of town. She pretty much runs up the stairs to get to the phone. So it probably was a 911 page. And she calls him back and he tells her that she's about to be raided. Of course, he didn't want to tell her this before because he didn't want her to run. All right. So now he tells her like in the nick of freaking time, and she's able to run. She wasn't too excited, that she wasn't too happy that Franklin kind of used her and then told her about it, but at least she was able to run. Thank you, DeMarcus, for the super chat. I'm glad that Louis survived this episode. And to be, surprisingly, DeMarcus, I know that you're happy, but surprisingly, I was actually happy that she got away myself. I don't know why. I was like, for some reason, I was just like, hey, Louis running. I was happy. I don't know if it was because Franklin called her and warned her or whatever. So I really don't know. But as you know, I do not care for Louis, but it's okay, right? But thank you again for that super chat. I appreciate it. So what Louis does is she runs, she gets away, and who does she call? She calls Buckley. Now, as they're driving, he's like, did Franklin say anything about me? Do they have me involved? Blah, blah, blah. And so, the thing is, she's like, just get me to, this house in a certain location and I have money there. So he's like, how much money? His crackhead radar done gone up. How much money, So she says about $1 million. So he wants half of it because he's very greedy, right? Still got the nerve to be trying to play some type of game and get over on somebody. But that's what it was, right? And so she says, all right, yeah, well, we'll do that. You just get me to where I need to go and I'll give you the money, right? So when they get on somewhere, he has to get out the car, take a pee or whatever. And she's looking for his gun in the car. She finds it. She goes up to him. She has the gun pointed at him and she's like, let me see your pager. So he throws the pager to her and she sees that her husband indeed did page this dude on the day that he was shot. He did page him, not shot, but killed. Right. And so she was very pissed off about that. And I honestly thought she was going to kill him, but she didn't. She said, oh, because, I don't want to kill you because you have kids. Right. I don't want your kids to be, fatherless or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But to me, I'm like, he's no good to them kids anyway, off with his head. Like he's no good to them children. He's a freaking crackhead. Not to say that a crackhead can't change their ways, this and that, but he don't seem like he's on his way to any type of recovery or nothing like that. He trying to get to $500,000 so that he could be worse, right? He could crack himself to freaking death. Okay, now in real life, of course, I wouldn't want something like this to happen. But for the sake of the show, right? Yes, she should have killed him. I really feel like DeMarcus, I want to tell you this. You're happy that she survived this episode, but to be honest, I think it was a mistake to leave this man alive. Okay, she got away from him there, but You never know. He might snitch on her some way, somehow, and they can go wherever she is. But I'm telling you, I just don't think that was a good idea to keep him alive. All right. Keish Ange, hi. I was happy Louis stayed alive because she's more miserable alive than dead right now. That's a good one. Okay. Live with that misery and all the stuff that you done caused, right? I feel you, Keish. I like that. All right. So she leaves him there on the side of the road, guys. We also have that Franklin has Teddy chained up in the basement, and him and Oso bring Ruben in to the same room. And now we have Sissy showing up, Sissy and Leon, and she's like, "What the heck are you doing? Why do you have them in the same room? You don't want them to be conspiring and talking and this and that." And that's the first thing I thought about too. Like, are y'all kidding me? I understand that Ruben wants Teddy dead, but they would both love to get out of this situation. So I don't think it's a good idea for you to want to have them both in the same freaking room, right? So I guess he must have listened to his mom at that point, and he said to Franklin says to Leon, "Why can you move him? Can you handle moving him?" Because Oso is over there like, "Come on, Moreno, like we gotta go." So he's kind of in a rush to get the heck out of town, and so he takes Oso to the location that he needs to. I guess it looked like it was the border that he took him to. He flew him there and everything. And I was like, you're talking about being happy that Louis survived. I was happy that Oso survived this episode, but I'm hoping that he survives this season. Okay. Hopefully he gets to reunite with his family and all that good stuff. Okay. But I will tell you this, Franklin was about to mess this whole thing up. He was about to renege on the promise that he made to Oso. Before Oso left and walked away, he said, "You got to promise me that Teddy is going to be dead so that he cannot come back. He can't come after me and my family." And this dude was about to renege on the promise. In this scene right here, he tells his mom, I got to go. I got to fulfill a promise, right? To Oso, of course, but that's half of the promise. But you was willing to leave this dude alive, talking about Teddy. You was about to leave him alive so that you could get your money and stuff like that. Not even all the money, half of the money. But we're gonna talk about that. Okay, it's okay because Sissy done came through for that anyway. What's up, Lady Virtue? Sissy came through, baby. So like I said, she doesn't agree with them together, so they move them. So now, as I said, Franklin gets Oso to safety. And, Sissy is also in there. She had talked to Ruben before she talked to Teddy. And she tells Ruben, like, "You really had me. Like, you manipulated me and my son. I trusted you, all of this stuff. And now look at you. You know what I mean? Like, how could you do this?" So she said what she had to say to Ruben. Then she goes in there and she talks to Teddy. And she asks Teddy if he felt bad about destroying communities. And this episode, guys, if you didn't realize it before, I mean, it really showed Teddy's true colors and how much of a scumbag he is, like a racist scumbag, like this dude with the chip on his shoulder for some reason against black folks, or just like this having this superior attitude as a white man, not giving a crap about black people or what they're going through, right? Yeah, I can supply the drugs, but I didn't put it to nobody's head. That's basically I didn't put the gun in nobody's head and tell them to smoke crack. If they don't have enough responsibility not to smoke crack, that's not on me. I'm like, wow. All the families and lives that this drug destroys, and you don't want to take no accountability for that. Just like they made, we had prohibition, the prohibition era with the alcohol being illegal. And then when they saw that there was bootlegging and people was getting money regardless, with the alcohol, they wanted to make alcohol legal. And then in some hoods and places, they got liquor stores on every other corner, if not every freaking corner. You know what I'm saying? Because why? They want a piece of the pie. It's not my fault if you decide to drink the alcohol. Meanwhile, it's destroying families. Like, come on now. So he doesn't give a crap. And she's just like, wow. So we also have the scene where, like, she's about to leave him there. And he starts saying, "Wait a minute, don't you want to know what happened to to Alton?" And she says, "No, I don't. I did, but I don't anymore." So now he's like, well, Alton is alive. I promise you he's alive. I took him. You didn't see any blood stains. You didn't see any signs of struggle or nothing like that. And, I took him I drugged him and I took him to a jail cell in Puerto Rico. I was like, ooh. But in a way, I was kind of feeling like, is that really true? Because why would they spoil us like that? Like, why would they reveal that to us in that way instead of actually just showing him? You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really sure if that was the truth. But, you know, I don't know if that was true. But, I mean, he said it wasn't at the end, but we will get there. Okay? So now, what else do we have? Let me see what else we got, guys. Franklin allows Teddy. Okay, so guys, Franklin allows Teddy to pretty much talk him into, not only letting him live, but also keeping half of the money. Okay. Now, in the beginning, if you're just now joining me, I said that, I didn't want to have Teddy's death being drawn out because, who the heck, like, let's get it over with. I can't stand this guy. It's time for him to go. Let's get it over with. Right. But then the way they did it in this episode, in the dialogue, and then that acting from Damson Idris, I was just like, this is incredible. I'm glad they did it this way. And plus, we were able, through the dialogue, we were able to see the minds of both of them, right? We're able to hear why Teddy did what he did, because why I'm the white supreme. Pretty much in a nutshell, that's really what it was. I mean, he said different words, but that's pretty much what it was. I'm the white supreme. Like, I had to show you who was in control. And plus, he said something about, I think he said, you left me or something like that. He had to continue to sell drugs. Not saying he had to, guys, but in Franklin's mind, like, I can't wait for Teddy. He's in trouble. So somebody else, they got a new CIA agent or whatever, then let me do what I need to do and use, hey, that's what I got to do. I got to use him to get my stuff and put it out in the streets. So Teddy felt some type of way about that. Right. And so it was just like, I was happy to hear the dialogue, especially from Franklin, not really Teddy, because the stuff that Teddy was saying did not surprise me at all. Okay. But Franklin showed us that not only was he angry about what Teddy did by taking the money, he was hurt because he said, I trusted you. I, basically confided in you. I thought you were my friend. Like, he really was hurt. You saw the tears in his eyes and everything. And that kind of caught me by surprise, even though I did kind of feel like, I see where he's coming from, where he could have thought that Teddy was his friend and that he could have trusted him. I do see that. Sorry, but unfortunately, that's not the case. I mean, he went to the point where he was like, you couldn't even left me $5 million. Like, you had to clean me out. Like, I was just some nobody. He said, I mean, I would have still came at you for that, but man, at least you would have left me $5 million. Like, my gosh. Right. And so, like I said, I appreciated this moment because I needed to see a little more of what Franklin was feeling. And that's just that. Let me say hello to some people. Hey, OC girl and Big Wolf status. And let me see, as he said, hey, Miss K, how are you? I heard you recently had a B-day. Are you in Aries? Yes, I am. Aries. Aries. Shout out to all the Aries. Anyway, so let me see. Typical YT man BS. So what else, guys? I'm sorry, because I know there was more things that I wanted to say, but so he's over here, like, when he leaves Teddy again, he goes back and he's with Veronique and everything. And at this point, Veronique, she's down for Franklin to do whatever he needs to do to get their money, because now they had their check bounce for the first time from some bank, right? Not from some bank, but from another for a mortgage on one of their properties, guys. And so I'm like, oh, okay, wow, this is kind of crazy. So anyway, we get she has this oil, and she goes to him. She goes with Franklin to see Teddy, and she has the oil out, the Crisco, whatever the heck it is, and she freaking tells him the story about why her mother never wanted to cook, all of this stuff. Long story short, guys, Franklin, they freaking boil the daggone oil and just all over Teddy, all on his chest. I was like, oh my gosh, this is insane. Insane, yo. So guys, for some reason, I'm sorry, but I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm just really feeling shortness of breath. Like I need to take my asthma pump. This is crazy. It's almost, I don't want it to try to send me into no panic. So I'm trying to really be calm about it. But I'm over here trying to breathe and talk to y'all. And I can't even find the daggone thing. Oh, here it is. Hold on, guys, please. I apologize. I'm going to turn the thing off real quick. Oh my gosh, this is crazy, guys. Some of you know from like a few months ago when I was sick, I didn't know what the heck was going on with me. And come to find out, I was newly diagnosed with asthma. Sorry. And it's because I had COVID before. So that's one of the side effects, unfortunately. And man, oh man. And unfortunately, that actually gives me anxiety, that pump. So I really don't like to take it. But anyway, Clutch Sports, thank you guys so much. First of all, I apologize for that. Thank you. I know y'all care about my life, so I know that y'all would rather me take a pause for a second and get my pump and do what I got to do. Okay, I feel better already, to be honest with you. All right, so thank you for your patience. Hey, Savannah and LSW and Gemini Dawn. So Clutch Sports Media 365. Hey, Miss K, salute to you. Been watching, enjoying your content. Oh, thank you so much. Keep it going. Gemini Don says, hey, Miss K, damn, I was going to say something about the last scene, but I'll wait. Don't want to jump ahead. Teddy deserved that Frisco oil. He sure the heck did. All right. My sister has asthma. I know what she goes through. Yeah, it was really scary for me to, as a new person, going through it, an adult. Like, this is crazy. Never in my life had those issues, but, So, all right, so yeah, burn Teddy up. I was not feeling sorry for nothing. Before he burnt him up, he was playing Russian roulette with him. Yo, Teddy was like, be sensible and all of this stuff. Before all of that, be sensible. You can't kill me and think you're going to get anything. You're going to kill the one person that has what you need, all of this stuff. And Teddy was like, listen, Franklin was like, yo, I done tracked your father down, slit his throat, tried to get help from the KGB. I wake up screaming and out of breath, like in sweats or whatever he said, in cold sweats or whatever. He said, sensible, we've been way past sensible. We are somewhere else now. Okay, somewhere else. And Louisiana boy, I have zero sympathy for Teddy as well. Every little thing that happened to him, I was clapping, laughing, like I was here for it all, down to the last scene, okay? So, yeah, so now, so Teddy thinking that Franklin over here got blanks in the gun, so he had to shoot up the ceiling like, oh, I see this boy is not playing, okay? Franklin was not playing with him, all right, guys? So, like I said, he got his chest all burnt up, and that's just that. We're going to move past this situation here, and, like we've all been saying, we need Teddy to go. We don't want to wait. And honestly, when we got down to like the last scene, I was like, are we really doing this? But I expected it, right? But when that situation happened and Sissy asked that final question, I said, it's going down. But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. All right. So now we're kind of there now, right? I'm gonna try to wrap it up a little quicker because I am supposed to be joining Lamont at 9:00, so y'all can just come right on over to there. To his channel, or I'll stream it to my channel as well, so y'all can watch from wherever you want. All right, so now we got Franklin, Teddy, and Sissy. They go to do the trade-off, right? But before we talk about the trade-off, guys, Sissy was really upset with Franklin for allowing Teddy to talk him into, this trade situation. Not only a trade, but the money. We're just going to get half of the money. All right. Franklin's like, fine, I'll settle for that. And we'll give you we'll give you Ruben, the KGB guy. And that's that. So they're on the phone with Havemeyer. So Havemeyer also found out that Teddy has been missing because he went to speak to Carissa about it and he's missing. Okay, fine. All right. So now when they finally get a hold of Havemeyer, they let him know that they got Teddy and we want to do an exchange. We're going to give you the KGB guy or whatever. So now when they get there, Havenmeyer's like, where's the other person? And you know what happened to the other guy. And Teddy, I keep saying Teddy, I'm sorry guys. Franklin was like, what happened is I don't know you, therefore I don't trust you. And you could thank this dude over here, freaking Teddy, who I did trust, but he screwed me over. So now you're just gonna have to wait. Okay, you're gonna have to wait until he calls in that, you know, transfer. That wire goes through, then you will get this dude. Well, once I see that you're not trying to screw me over, then I'll give you the KGB agent. Okay, Havemeyer talking about some, what if that don't work for me? He said, well, then I'll just call the FBI and make a deal with them. Like, you're not about to do this. We're not doing this. This is my way, and that's how the freak we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it my way. Okay. To be honest, I like how Franklin dealt with everything except for this situation, as far as making that trade, getting ready to give up Teddy and let him walk free. Because like I was saying before, that means that you're leaving Oso and his family out there to be vulnerable. All right. Teddy had already figured out. He says, so what did you give Oso? What you do? Tell him this and that, you know, to make him side with you or whatever. And then he kind of figured too. He's like, you've been gone for a few hours. So what does that mean? That gave you time to go over to the border, this and that. Teddy was already calculating, like, if I get out of this, how I'm going to get back at this freaking dude Oso. He was already calculating. If he went after Alton, he went all the way to Cuba for Alton. Why the heck wouldn't he cross the border for Oso? So I just really wasn't appreciating Franklin leaving this situation like this and making Oso a possible target, right? You leaving Oso and his family out here in the open, like sitting ducks, which is not cool, even though they're in hiding, but it doesn't matter. This is a CIA person, and he is going to use his intelligence to find out where folks are, right? So yeah, like I said, I appreciated how Franklin handled everything except for this trade-off. But now that they're at the trade-off, I liked how he handled Havemeyer. Like, no, we not doing it your way, bro. This is how we doing it, and that's that. So you can take it or leave it, you know? But before this, guys, Sissy was saying, I can't believe you're doing this. Like, are you kidding me? You're really going to leave this guy alive? If you don't kill him, you know this is not going to stop, right? He's not going to stop here, you know? And they're like, Mom, he's like, Mama, I'm sorry. We're going to take the money and we're just going to take the chance, do what we got to do or whatever. I'm willing to take that chance. And so she was just really trying to talk. She said, you think that my grandchild is not going to be in danger, you know, and you think that you're not going to be in danger and all of that. And so as she's trying to get Franklin, you know, trying to really persuade him not to do this foolish thing, what's her name? Veronique was trying to say, like he said, she said, shut up. I loved it. I was cracking up and loving every moment. Like, that's right, girl. Shut your freaking mouth. Nobody's talking to you. We've been doing this before you came, long before you came here. Okay? Shut up. So, you know, Veronique, at the end of the day, she's all about that money. At the end of the day, she want to talk about yeah, I don't want you to be in the game no more, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but you want that money that the game produced, right? But at the same time, to give her the benefit of the doubt, which I don't want to do, you know, she really don't have any room to judge anybody because she comes from a scamming family. Well, her and her mama was scammers. So it's not like she could really say much. She done got money in the worst way as well. So she can't really say nothing. But yes, girl, Lady Virtue, I was here for the checking of the Veronique. Like, shut your freaking mouth. Nobody is talking to you. This is between me and my son. You're not even his wife. Shut up. Okay? So anyway, in this moment, let me see. I don't have the scene, guys. I'm sorry. In this moment, she says to Veronique, I'm sorry, not Veronique. She says to Franklin, she says, so after all this, so that's it. After all this, you with them. Now, I don't know if you guys remember. And he said, yeah, I'm sorry, Mama. Like, yeah, I'm with them. So I don't know if you guys remember the conversation that she had with him when she was trying to enlist his help to get Teddy to work with Ruben, the KGB, to get to Teddy. And she kind of gave him like this, this inspiring speech or talk or whatever you want to call it. And she was like, now, are you with me, Saint, or are you with them? Right? And so he let it be known that he was with her. So we get a playback, kind of, not really a playback of that moment, but we're reminded of that moment when she said, are you with me, Saint, or are you with them? Fast forward to this moment here. She says to him, so after all this, you with them? Like, that's what you telling me? Like, you told me you was with me, the Saints, but no, you're with them. You with the other side. So I'm like, And this shows that she was willing right there in that moment. Like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna go with you, because here's what's gonna happen. She ain't telling them. She ain't telling them everything now. She ain't telling them that she packing and all of that. She making it seem like she going, which of course partially that's true. I'm gonna go to make sure, we're gonna go to the trade-off to make sure that they don't kill you off after the fact, right? And then after that, I don't want to see you again. I'm not going to see you again. And that's just that. Are you cool with that? And he said, yes. Do y'all remember how much he loved? Like, he couldn't stand for his mother not to talk to him. When she closed the door on him, he had tears. Mama, please, no, mama. All of this. When she found out that he was selling drugs and she kicked him out and she closed the door on him, he was so sad about that. Now, all of a sudden, your mother is telling you that she's going to walk away from you. You're not going to see her again after that. Ask you if you're okay with it, and you said yes. That's insane, yo. I'm telling you, money will money is something, guys. Money is something else. All right, it really is. Lady Virtue says, I hate that Franklin chose the money over family, especially his. Exactly. That was just a shame. So I'm trying to see. There was another point that I was trying to make. Oh, so she was like, so I don't want my grandchild nowhere near it. Basically, she don't want Veronique there, and I don't want Leon there. She love her some Leon. That's another son to her. Remember when there was a scene where I think she wanted to talk to either Ruben or Teddy alone, and she said, go ahead, son, like, you should leave the room or whatever she said, but she called him son. I love that relationship, because you remember that moment when they bonded after he shot the little girl. I think her name was Tiana. And he was crying. He was so sad. And, she found him at that apartment, and she was braiding his hair and comforting him and everything. He really needed that so bad. But, that's her little guy right there. She like, I don't want Leon over there. It's not happening. And my grandbaby ain't going over there either. But mama was packing, child. Okay. She was packing. I was so happy. I said, yo, something about to go down. Something about to go down. Because she like, all right, you trying to leave it up to me now? Okay, so I'm not gonna let you know my plans. I'm just gonna come with you because, and here's the thing, I love the fact of the presence of the mom, right? It's because you know how it is. Sometimes even when your children are adults, sometimes you gotta be there just to make sure that they go through with the right decision. And I feel like that's really what she was there for. She made sure, like, I'm gonna make sure that he really gets this done, and he didn't. And so she had to do what she had to do. But before I blow you away, let me know what jail you put my man in. And he says, are you kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? Put 2 shots in him. Well, I shot him twice and dumped his body. Like, get the heck out of here. Like, so arrogant, just nonchalant, didn't give a crap. Like, this is this woman's husband. You acting like it was some kind of freaking rodent in the street. You know what I'm saying? No value for this man's life or anything. And when she walked away, I said, oh, this is he done. She walked away and he got on. He was still on the phone like, yeah, the password is, I said, he ain't going to get that password out. It's going to be a shot to the head right now. But it wasn't a shot to the head. It was, some body shots. But mama did that thing. I was so excited. I was like, yes. Hopefully I'm not too loud in the mic, y'all, but I was like, yes, girl. What? And do y'all see Havemeyer walking away? To be honest, guys, I thought she was about to lose her life. I said, oh my gosh, Sissy is about to kill him. And when she shoots this man in broad freaking daylight, Havemeyer gonna shoot her. She going. I was about to say that's the way to go out, baby. But listen, have Maya walk the heck away. Like, this is not my problem. This is what this dude gets for messing with these niggers. You know, like, this is how they listen. You can't tell me that Have Maya is probably not racist as well. I mean, it seemed, look, Teddy seemed to be racist. The head of the CIA, whoever that dude was that Have Maya was complaining to Teddy about, all racists, calling them the N-words. You know what I'm saying? So he probably was saying that, look, that's what this guy gets, effing around with these niggers. That's probably exactly what he like, I don't care. I'm out of here. Did not give two craps. He was gone. But he probably already had this whole setup, like, we're going to make the cops are going to be close by. So if anything pop off, but they got there fast. So there must have been some people watching from rooftops and all of this, because I'm just like, how in the world did they get there so fast? And she kind of knew they was going to be there fast too, because what did she do? She put the gun up in the air. Like, hey, I ain't doing nothing else. I came to do what I came to do. My son couldn't do the job. I did that. And she got on her knees, surrendered, put the gun down. They're talking about drop the gun, lady, and all this. And that's what happened. But I really thought she was on her way out. But man, Teddy, like, he was holding on. Listen, the way he fell was kind of funny too. I don't have no sympathy for anything that happened to Teddy. The way he fell was hilarious. The freak, he over there, his body still clinging on. He couldn't fully drop to the floor because he got the daggone string. Sorry, I was gonna try to show you guys do a little demonstration with the cord, but no, the cord said no and put me on mute. But anyway, okay, the phone cord was holding him up for a minute while he tried to drop, but he couldn't drop. It finally went down. And then you got freaking Franklin talking about some, no, Teddy, no. He is screaming for Teddy's life. Like, no, yeah, he's still here. The password. What's the password? What's the password? Teddy, say it. Say the word. No, Teddy is gone. Franklin was begging for Teddy to live through that situation. No, he is gone, okay? Gone. Fried Frisco oil chest took 2 shots. Yup. His chest was getting it that day, okay? He got some Frisco. He done got fried. And pumped up, just like a chicken, fried and pumped. We're going to pump him now. Come on. Teddy got what the karma that's right. He got the karma he deserved. That's right. Delete him. Gemini said, let him get the password. Now, that's true, though. She was like, I don't give a daggone about none of this. Hell with it all. I don't have time for this, because this is probably my only daggone chance to shoot him. Okay. And when she turned, I wish I had the shot, because after he told her that, I dumped his body or whatever, after you saw the the camera just zoom in on her face, and it was almost like she was saying, oh my gosh, I really have to do this. But here's the thing though, or I'm really about to do this. To me, it was like, it's either I really have to do this, or I'm really about to do this. I mean, it could be both, but here's the thing. If he would have told her where Alton was, would she have still killed him? But I think she probably would have, because she doesn't believe he should be alive regardless. Like, this man is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Even if Alton was alive, I still don't, maybe that's the reason why she wanted the answer. Like, what prison is he in? Let me get the prison. She said, screw a password. Let me get the prison my man is in before I blow you away. So yeah, now that I think about it, I do think that she would have killed him regardless. Like, that's what she went there for, obviously. I'm about to dead him regardless. But I need to know where my man is. And that's the bottom freaking line, okay? So yeah, she did that. And, he's like, come on, mama. After he's screaming over Teddy's body, like Teddy's his best friend, like, no, Teddy, no. Really, no. I'm saying no. Get the heck away from Teddy. He's gone. Thank you. All right. So now when he comes back to his senses, talking about Franklin, he has to go to his mama, like, mama, let's go. We got to get out of here. She's like, it's okay. You go on. And he leaves. I mean, a part of me was wondering, right, if Franklin hadn't changed so much, would he have stayed there with his mom? Like, no, mom, like, what are you doing? I'm not about to let you go down for none of this. But who knows? Maybe in some type of way he feels if he can run off, he can, try to get her out some way somehow. But how? He don't got no money. That was the way for him to get money, get the money that he needed. He don't have none, child. So he left her. But hey, she had this planned, and that was that. Yeah, Franklin was like, Mommy, what did you do? Good for you, Franklin. She really wanted Teddy like Franklin wants the money. Facts. I like that one. Don't know why Sissy didn't wait till after the deal was done. Okay. I don't either. Shoot, she probably was like now or never. Listen, you got to think about it. She was very poised, and you couldn't tell that she was about to commit murder or commit. I shouldn't even say that. Deletion, right? You couldn't tell that she was about to delete a sucker, right? But inside, she could have been nervous. She could have been anxious, and sometimes when you have that anxiety going on, you kind of just want to get the thing over with. Like, I don't got time for this, and here's the thing. It could have been a game changer, right? She probably would have waited for the password and everything to go on. But the fact that Teddy said, I dumped his body, like I lied. Are you kidding me? I lied. And he said it so nonchalantly. That probably could have changed her mind. Changed her mind as far as waiting. Like, I'm not waiting because now he done pissed me off. He made me angry now. He over here talking about my man like I said before, like he was some garbage or some freaking raccoon that he just put down. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she probably was just on some, I don't even care for Franklin to get that money. I'm about to kill him. I don't care. So that's probably what it was, guys. It was one of those things where, yeah, I plan on killing this guy. I'm going to walk up to him, ask him, where's my husband? And then after I get the answer, he could say the password, then I'm going to kill him. But the way he was, how disgusting and just arrogant about killing her husband, she probably was pissed. I'm surprised she didn't go over there and gun butt him first. You know what I'm saying? But to make it more personal, you know what I mean? But that's just that. Yeah, Sissy blast Teddy after Frank can get the password, but she said nope, 2 shots to Teddy. Yup. When Sissy said, I want to save Leona, my grandbaby, she already decided what she would do. Yes, exactly. She decided what she was about to do. She just wasn't letting Franklin know. I'm not letting you know because clearly you done lost your mind. You over here choosing money over family, and that's that. I applaud her for standing up to Veronique also. Absolutely. I was here for that. Gemini said she thought about after Teddy said it nonchalantly, and that set her off. And that made Sissy think about it, and her instinct to go, yes, that's exactly what I think as well. So I'm about to get out of here, guys, because, like I said, I should be going on Lamont's channel to talk further about it. So, he's going to go in some other details, into some other parts of the episode as well. So you get to hear more thoughts and his thoughts and more of my thoughts, right? So interesting thoughts. I think his last comment sent her over the edge. She killed him to stop her son also. Yes. So here's another thing before I leave, guys. My question here is, what about Parissa? Okay, number one, is Louie really safe? Is she really in the clear? I don't think so. Number two, we still got Parissa, who accepted the freaking proposal that Teddy gave her in the last week's episode. When she finds out that her man is gone, what is she going to do? Is she going to go after Franklin and kill him? You know what I'm saying? What is she going to do? Is she going to go after Veronique? I don't know, guys. Is she going to go after Teddy? Not Teddy. Oso, what is going to happen? I'm hoping so bad that Oso is really in the clear, but the fact that we got Parissa out here, knowing daggone well, like LSW said, that she's crazy, which she really is, knowing that we got this crazy lady out here, is everything going to be okay with Franklin and Veronique and, the rest of the crew? Most likely she would go after Franklin. Sissy is already behind bars, so most likely she's going to go after Franklin. Also, we see Franklin yoking up Veronique in next week's episode, the trailer for next week's episode, yoking up, don't you ever go behind my back again. Oh my gosh. So, you know, a lot of us are just waiting for stuff to really hit the fan with Veronica. We just know that them two are not going to have a happy ending. I just want to know how the ending is going to be. But if Veronica's already going behind this guy's back, because clearly you see she wants to do whatever she can to get that money as well. So I don't think it's going to stop there. You know, she made some type of point. What up, Big Smooth and Matthew Wilson? She made some kind of point that and I think was it last season or earlier this season? She says something about, you know, she didn't do all this to not get what's, you know, owed to her. Basically, like she felt like she put a lot of work into Franklin and kind of building him up to, you know, own these properties and this and that and the third. And she wants what's hers. She wants what she believes is hers. So at this point in time, I feel like she's not really giving two craps about how she's going to get that money. She wants to get that money at the end of the day. And that's just that. So Big Smooth says, I think V is a Fed still. Matthew, yes, you got to catch the replay. Catch the replay. So guys, that is pretty much that. And yes, I still don't trust Veronique either. And I just can't wait to see how everything is going to, you know, how it's going to go. But listen, I have to give it up to Sissy, all right, who is, in my opinion, the MVP of this episode. Let me show her some love and fill up the screen with this lady doing the deed for us all. Power to the people. She even got the power to the people afro. Okay. Yes, Angela Davis. Let's get it, girl. Get it. Get rid of the man. Get rid of the man, child. Get rid of the man. That is my girl. That is my MVP. And so here we go. I'm over here rapping, right? I didn't mean to. So before I get out of here, what I want to say is that we know that there is a spinoff coming. So now that Sissy is most likely going to live through this season, she goes out, her ending goes out with her being behind bars, which is very, very sad, right? Maybe she will be in the next in the spinoff. Maybe that's what that means. And I'm cool with that. Shoot. She forever gonna be like Community Pago say, the GOAT. Come on now. We gotta see the GOAT. We got to see the GOAT. That's like watching The Wire, right? And then and them showing every now and then they gotta show Avon. Like, you know, we gotta go up to see Avon. Got to, you know. And even every now and then we gotta see Weebay. Those folks that's 10 toes down and that did the thing, child. Free Sissy, yes. Free Sissy. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Let's say Teddy Sandler is still alive and could go rogue on Sissy. You know, yeah. So you never know. You never know. Sissy, just because she's in prison does not mean she's safe. So let me say that as well. That does not mean she's safe. Okay, guys. Another thing is that we still got to figure out what the heck is going to happen with Ruben. That's another thing. So we don't know. You know, Ruben was saying, oh, if something happens to me, we have Franklin. He's on tape with all kinds of confessions and this and that and the third. So we really don't know where that's going to go, guys. And that's just that. So we shall see, right? I'm excited. It's the series finale coming up next week. I think it's next week, right? Hopefully they don't give us a freaking break, right? But I think they did say next week. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Big Smooth, Community, Pago, Keish, Ange, LSW, Gemini, Don, and everybody else. I'm sorry I don't see you in here. So RC was here, Lady Virtue. Thank you guys, Matthew Wilson. Interesting thoughts. You guys have a blessed night. Come on over to Lamont's channel and check us out as we talk more Snowfall. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care and be blessed. Bye-bye.